thriving village of Umuofia, a girl named Ezinma was born with an unquenchable fire in her spirit. This fire was not the destructive kind, but rather a beacon of change. Born into a society where the men made the rules and women were expected to follow, Ezinma's fiery spirit often clashed with the village's patriarchal traditions. Among the villagers, Okonkwo, a respected elder, was a stern upholder of these traditions. He saw Ezinma's defiance as a threat to the societal order. Ezinma's mother, Ekwefi, often feared for her daughter. She worried that Ezinma's defiance might bring her trouble. But Ezinma was undeterred. Ezinma was not just brave, but also intelligent. She realized that change was necessary for the village's prosperity and was determined to make it happen. In the village, only men were allowed to attend decision-making gatherings. Ezinma challenged this by voicing her opinions at the village square, causing an uproar. Okonkwo, angered by her audacity, publicly reprimanded her. However, Ezinma stood her ground, her fiery spirit unquenched. Her words began to resonate with some villagers, especially the younger ones who saw the wisdom in her reasoning. A new wave of change began to sweep over Umuofia. Ezinma's resilience earned her respect among the villagers, and her influence grew. She organized secret meetings, discussing ideas of equality and progress. Okonkwo, sensing the shift in power, warned the elders about the potential disruption. They decided to confront Ezinma, but she was ready. In a public confrontation, she boldly presented her case, advocating for the inclusion of women in decision-making and societal advancements. Her words were powerful and persuasive. Some elders, moved by her conviction, started reconsidering their stance. Okonkwo and his allies, however, were unyielding. They were determined to suppress her influence and maintain the status quo. Despite the opposition, Ezinma continued her fight. She believed that the future of Umuofia depended on adopting progressive changes. Over time, her relentless spirit and valid arguments caused a significant shift in the village's mindset. Even Okonkwo had to acknowledge her influence. Finally, the village decided to hold a vote to decide if women should be allowed at decision-making gatherings. Ezinma's heart pounded in her chest. The day of the vote arrived. The tension was palpable. As the villagers cast their votes, Ezinma held her breath, waiting for the result. Finally, the result was announced. Ezinma had won. The village had decided to allow women to attend the gatherings, a victory for Ezinma and the women of Umuofia. Okonkwo had to concede defeat. He grudgingly respected Ezinma's courage and determination, acknowledging that perhaps change was indeed necessary. Ezinma'S triumph was not just a personal victory, but a victory for all the women in Umuofia. It was a step towards equality and societal progress. As Ezinma stood in the village square, her heart filled with joy and pride. She looked at the women around her, their faces shining with hope. Ezinma knew that this was just the beginning. She was determined to continue her fight for equality and progress in Umuofia. Ekwefi, watching her daughter from the crowd, felt a surge of pride. Her daughter had defied societal norms and brought about change. The sun began to set, casting long shadows over the village. As the people dispersed, a new era dawned in Umuofia, one of equality and progress. Ezinma'S Triumph was a beacon of hope, signaling a future where everyone had a voice. Her spirit, her courage, and her determination had changed Umuofia forever. As Ezinma looked at the setting sun, she knew this was just the beginning. A wave of change had started, and there was no turning back. The journey ahead was not going to be easy, but Ezinma was ready. She had defied societal expectations and emerged victorious, and she knew she could do it again. And so, the sun set on a victorious day in Umuofia, a day that marked the triumph of one woman's spirit and the dawn of a new era in the village.
And that's the end of this inspiring story. If you enjoyed this tale and the valuable lesson it teaches, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we post more educative and entertaining content. Your likes, comments, and shares with your family and friends are greatly appreciated. Thank you for being a part of our community, and we look forward to sharing more stories with you in the future. Remain blessed.